This is a live view of the solar eclipse through the door flap. This guy over here. And yeah, this is what we have right now. You guys tell me what you think. So we're too far south for it to go into totality, but we're gonna get pretty close though. Yeah, you can't exactly see these things with your eye because, well, they're very bright. Yeah, and it also affects the shadows slightly. If you notice, some of the shadows look odd here. Yeah, I got a few images with this guy here. I'll be sure to show you guys a little bit later. Right now, this is what we have so far. If you wonder why I'm standing up and not sitting on the bench that's right here, it wobbles it a lot. Watch, just tapping it and it wobbles. And here we are. And there's the wide angle lens there. Yeah. You can basically right here, here's the moon. Here's the sun. You can see some sunspots right now. Oh, my phone don't want to focus. There we go. There's just some sunspots. Yeah, I'll be sure to maybe make a full video about this a bit later, and I'll post some of the final images. But so far, here's our view. But the camera I'm using is called a door flap, and you can snap some images with it pretty easily. Well, let me get the thing back to normal zoom. Now, what's cool is this thing you can control with this little joystick here. It's using the telephoto lens on it right now, so it's really wobbly. Yeah, the wind blowing all the leaves around is making it move. But I got glasses here. Let's see if you guys can see the sun through them. Oh, let's see. Oh, I'm sure it's probably not working, but worth a try. Let's give it one more try. A little bit. Not really working that well. Now let's head back to the camera. There. Here's live view here. Take a couple more photos. Yeah, here we are. It's our live view of the solar eclipse. You can see since the other wide angle lens isn't focused, the sun's pretty bright. And do not look at the solar eclipse without eye protection. That should be common sense, but still, just in case, I don't want anyone blinding themselves. Yeah. Maybe I should put this on time lapse. You know, just as an experiment, see what we can get. I wonder if we can get any movement out of the moon here. Going in front of the sun. All right, let me put the sun up here because after the time lapse, it's gonna move down like this. So yeah, that's recording. I'm gonna sit down here. I'm gonna try not to move too much for you guys, but I'm trying to see if I can get to focus here. There we go. There you go. There's a good view. I don't know why my thing just turned on there. Right here. If you don't want the noises, we're watering plants right now out here too. I'm doing the video. The moon, as you can see, compared to when we started the video, it's covered up quite a bit more of the sun there. It does kind of suck that I can't show you guys through the glasses, because that'd probably get a better view because you won't really have to worry about the vibrating. If you'd like to, you can pause right here and take a look at it. But that is the sun. And it is pretty cool how the sun is 93 million miles away, but yet it can still be covered up. Like, it's still as big as the moon in the sky. But, well, and I might have to readjust this in a second here, because you can see the tree every little bit will blow in front of it. There's your couple of sunspots. But there's the tree. I think the tree wants to be in on the video too. And just remembered, I think I forgot to name the stream. So it's probably just gonna say that I'm live, but. Big old truck going by. I think that's the trash truck. Yeah, it's just randomly decided to come by. I gotta shut this other camera down. And if you guys like to see my setup I have here, basically this isn't working really well. We were planning on getting a lens for it, but it's not able to come in time, so we tried this. I was able to get a couple good images of the sun, but it's not able to focus really well. But yeah, I have a Gen 2 800mm lens here, which is actually surprisingly cheap. And we have a Canon DSLR camera. You got all your functions here. On, off. And if you want to, while you're, like when it shows, hold on, let me turn it on so I can give you an example here. So, when it's on, I have the filter on right now so you can't see nothing. You can use this to zoom in on the image, the plus and minus sign. And obviously, you got the button that takes a photo, just like that. And of course, the one that's on the video, the door flap. If you guys like to check this out for yourselves, feel free to. Yeah, I might have to readjust this for you guys. I'm sorry about the leaves being in the way there. I'll be sure to readjust it. But yeah. One cool thing about the door flap, when you change the modes on the camera, like time-lapse stuff, the little light will change color on it. Yeah, here's my little setup we got here. And this is just standard iPad. Really nothing special, but I'll be sure to readjust this for you guys in a second here. I might have to move into the grass because the shadow of the tree is starting to get casted over me. So I'll have to move this over here and reconnect it. But yeah, I'm gonna move this here. Good. This little guy here, just to see how tiny it is in comparison to my hand. And this gets pretty good footage. So I recommend it to anyone who is new to this kind of stuff. Hold on. I'll see if I can move this into the shadows here. As you guys can probably tell, it's hard for me to move around here. Let's see if I can. There we go. Yeah, you have basically the controls for the door flap here. You have a joystick that can move it around. As you see, it's moving kind of slow right now, but if you tap this little button right here, if you own one, that allows you to change the speed for the movement. But there we go. I got the eclipse back in there. You can see my reflection. So I'm trying to give you guys the best view of this possible. I don't know about you guys, but I notice it's noticeably darker in my yard here than what it usually would be. And just a bicycle. Let me see if I can get you guys a good angle for this. There we go. There we go. Now it's starting to focus. There's the sun and the moon. If anyone's watching who's up north, you guys are gonna... Someone asked for a shout. Mr. Improvideo. Shout out. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Yeah, for anyone who's up north, like Arkansas, Texas, and up to maybe Maine area, New York, you guys are gonna get a pretty good view of a totality eclipse. I'm down south, like southeast, so yeah, I'm not really gonna get totality or anything, but this should, from what I'm guessing, I don't know 100%, but for my area, probably the moon will take up maybe 60% of the sun at its peak. But I have it on time lapse right now, and I'll be sure to later do a full video and show you guys the final video for the time lapse. Hopefully, it's because when I started the time lapse, the moon was this right here was over here, so hopefully we can get a time lapse of a good chunk of the solar eclipse taking place. I always do think it's pretty cool when I do solar photography, how easily you can actually make out sunspots. You should really include your dog. Oh, Max is inside right now. I'll probably go and show him at the end of the video. Yeah, I don't have him out right now because he's big. He's big as me. He's a German Shepherd, but he still thinks he's a puppy, so he'll probably knock that down, and I know he'll snatch this. That's just how he is. Max is the goat. Yeah, he's a good boy. And I also got my cat. I'll probably show him too. Lucky, he's just a lazy boy. He'll sit there all day. Wherever you sit that cat, he's not gonna move. And Max acts weird around cameras. I don't really understand why. Like, y'all point a camera at him and he'll purposely try to face the opposite direction. I don't know if he'll do it while I'm live, but yeah. I'll let you guys hear it. There's a plane flying over. You can probably See it there? Oh, dragonfly. It's starting to go off frame, so I'm gonna have to readjust this real quick. I hope I did not just lose connection, because it doesn't usually load this long. Hold on. Yeah, sometimes when I'm like outside of 20, like 10-20 foot range of the house, it'll lose connection sometimes because it'll try to swap to the internet. Even though I have it switched to cellular, it'll still swap to internet automatically. And that bugs me, especially when I do photography of like galaxies and stuff, and then it just shuts off halfway through. That's always annoying. All right, let's see if I can view the time lapse on here. There we go. Well, all right. This is gonna work. Oh, there we go. You can see the tree in the time lapse. That looks like it cuts off there. Yeah, there it goes. I think the eclipse should be peaking soon. We're back on the live view. Here we are. I took another image with this recently. I don't think I've posted it yet, but I think this is Whirlpool Galaxy. I forget the name of this one sometimes, but yeah, here's one of my latest images, just in case you guys are curious. And here's just one of the comet here. Let's get back to the eclipse. Let's see if the knock knock, who's there?
How's it going, man?
So far, so good.
Getting some good pictures?
Yeah,
Awesome, dude.
that's my dad.
Huh?
I'm telling him that's my dad here.
Oh. Hello there.
Hey, he's pretty cool. He's getting his own channel started up pretty soon also. Get some of the dirt off here. It's really windy over here where I am, so it blows dirt on the screen every little bit. I think my phone doesn't really want to focus on another screen that much. But I don't think, yeah, I can't really see it on the phone. But from what I'm seeing on here, you can just kind of make out some of the mountains that are on the moon. Most of them are probably the outer ridges of craters, but yeah, like I think the most prominent one is like right next to the sunspot here. Yeah, I'm trying my best to get it to focus here, but yeah, right about here, there's a noticeable ridge there. adjust it. There we go. Yeah, I think it's reaching peak soon here. Yeah, you can see the moon's almost covering up that one sunspot there. I think, no, I can't really see it. It's wobbling. Yeah, just to show you guys how windy it is, it's pretty wobbly. Is that my friend commenting on here? I think that is. Yep. Hello. Pick up your phone. Well, I'm trying to stream right now, and I don't know if answering a call will turn it off. Yeah, I'll call you when it's done. Yeah, like I said, it should be peaking soon, and once it starts to go away a little bit, then I'll probably end it there. And yeah, you can see the battery still doing pretty good. Gotta do more schoolwork anyways. All right. That's weird. It's like the moon right now governing the sun is affecting the way the shadows look. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I've never really paid attention to the shadows on the ground that much during the last couple eclipses. That's pretty cool now that I can see that a little bit. There's a lot of planes going over right now. Don't really know why. So I ain't really like you can see the eclipse from there. It's almost covering up that sunspot now. Maybe I should do a stacked photo. You guys want me to do a stacked photo? Because I think that'll get some pretty good detail. I'll just take a couple more photos here. There we go. I'm gonna do a stacked. There we go. Is have me select the target. Whoa. That's weird. I've never seen it do that before. It like glared out sunspots. I don't know why it's doing that. Here, right down here, it tells you like stacked images and the images it's already captured. So it tries basically to find best frames and it'll stack them. Right now it's only stacked one, but it doesn't want to stack anymore. Sometimes it has trouble doing stacked photos. to the sun and stuff, because it's like a lot of the stacked features on this are primarily made for nighttime. So yeah, when I'm trying to do that like during the day, then it's not able to calibrate its location. So probably turn it off just so it doesn't take up too much space on it. And another plane? There's like Cessnas and stuff flying over right now. I just now got a notification that the solar eclipse is happening now. I think I know. You're a bit late. Whoa. Whoa, what happened? Hold on. It just went crazy. Here we go. Oh, it's because it turned on infrared light. Let me turn the settings here. There we go. I'll make it brighter for you guys here, but dim enough to where you can see the sunspots. There we go. Oh, the moon's covering up the other sunspot now. Oh, just in case you guys are curious, for my other camera over there, this guy, I'm getting I might potentially be getting a new filter for it soon. Not 100% sure yet, but hydrogen alpha, so that I can view the chromosphere of the sun. So basically I'll be able to, the little flares that come off, I think they're called coronal mass ejections. Those, I'll be able to get good views of those with that. It is kind of crazy when you think about it, that the little sun here, that as you can see, it's pretty tiny on the screen there, probably maybe 2 inches across, it appears on the screen. 3 inches, no, most likely 2. That can fit over, I think it's around 1.2, like in between 1 and 1.2 million Earths can fit inside the sun. The moon, though, the moon's tiny. The moon's, I think, it's 1/6 the mass of Earth, I believe. So yeah, it's pretty tiny. But relative to the Earth and compared to other moons, relative to their planets, it's pretty big, though. And it is pretty big because if it were a kilometer above the Earth right now, it would take up the whole sky, probably. It's pretty big. It's about, trying to, I can't remember off the top of my head the exact size of the moon, but yeah, basically it's a lot smaller than the Earth, but still really big at the same time. I think it's peaked right about now. Right. There we go. I'm gonna set the settings here for you guys so that I can do a stacked photo for a little bit. There we go. There we go. do stacked photos, they typically capture more detail, but I don't know if it's gonna track it all that well. The sun, like I said, it's a lot better at tracking stuff at night, like galaxies, planets, nebulas. And it's a lot better at doing that than it is trying to track the sun during the day. And it has trouble tracking the moon sometimes too because they're pretty bright. So when it's trying to do like calibrations and stuff, it makes it kind of difficult. Guys can let me know in the comments what you'd like me to try to image next. Ow. There's ants. I just noticed there's a couple ants over here. These guys, those little beings there, they are annoying. It's hardly noticeable because there's some clouds and trees in a way. But if you notice, it's slightly darker. If you can kind of see through the trees there, it's slightly darker in that part of the sky. And then it is like over here. Like you'll notice the color's different over there. It's pretty low to the ground, so you can't really see it behind the trees there. But from what I'm seeing, I think it's probably the shadow up north. Because the moon's pretty big, so it casts a pretty big shadow on the earth. Here's the sun and the moon. Like I said, I'll probably do I might do a full video on this soon, and probably show more images that I've taken with it. I think it space. It looks like it ran out of space. The battery goes down quick. So I'll probably gonna end that here, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.